Hi, my name is Neil SOMERO. I'm with S&S Concrete Floors. We've been using the Rider Rover on our projects for the last few years. We're currently on a 3.8 million square foot building. As you can see, we got real low ground clearance. It's a 5-story building. It'd be very difficult to do this project efficiently without a Rider Rover. It easily lifts our 10-foot Allen machines. Really is a lifesaver as far as back injuries, maneuverability.
My name is Philip Rodriguez and I work with S&S Concrete Floor. I'm a concrete finisher, and usually on decks it's kind of hard to move the machines around, but these Rider Rovers help us a lot to move the machines around. Less hassle, a lot faster than the way we usually do it. We used to move the machines with wheels that were kind of in front and on the back side of the machine. A lot more heavier, a lot more harder work to move them. Fortunately, with these Rider Rovers, less hassle. You can do it with less manpower, easy to transport pretty much.
Now with the Rider Rover, we can just get it right in there, right out, no hassle, not gonna hurt your back. So it's really helped a lot.
Hello, I'm Trey Kinnanen. I work for S&S Concrete Floors. This here Rider Mover works pretty good. You just pull up on side of it, lift it up with the things, and drive it around. Way easier to use than, you know, trying to carry it or something or move it on the floors. It's been a great help to have each one on each floor. A lot quicker, efficient, easy to use. Right on.
It is 3-wheel drive, so transversing form edges or construction joints hasn't been an issue. Manhandling a machine around on site, trying to drag it, push it, back injuries. You pay for one of these machines by saving one guy easily. You know, getting the maximum efficiency out of our equipment is key. So using up pans till they're gone, not throwing them away half used. Great for moving other small pieces of equipment around. We have a fuel cell on site that we're able to pick up and move around with this. At S&S Concrete, we own multiple units. We would highly recommend it to anybody that has the big ride-on trowels. It makes life easy, makes life safe. It's a great investment, great tool for your company.
My name is NIKO. I work for S&S Concrete Floors. Yeah, usually I'm just on pour out, forming, whatever. We're usually moving these riders for the finishers, and so these Rider Rovers, they're pretty convenient to use. Super simple. You just attach it, and then there's just some levers that make it go up and down and control how it goes forward and backwards. It'd be a tough day if we had to move these with some other tool, but yeah, these things really, they save us a lot of time.
Hi, I'm Nathan SOMERO with S&S Concrete Floors out of New Hampshire. Prior to seeing our Rider Rover, it's always a problem watching the guys try to move trowels around a job site, change pans when they were worn out on the pour. See them over there with boards and dunnage trying to pry them up and change the pans or get a forklift over there. When we saw the Rider Rover and implemented it into our business, that you could see a huge benefit to it. Number one, it helped us move trowels around the job without a costly forklift, especially on the bigger jobs. We used it quite a bit to move all the trowels, and then a huge benefit is when the pans wear out during the pour and you don't have time during the finishing and you don't have time to be running around. You can grab one man can grab the Rider Rover and swap out a pan like nothing. One guy can get trowels ready, move them around with ease. It's just a huge labor saving, and it's not as hard on your equipment. So that's why we use it. It's a great tool.